So anyway, my name's Jim. This is Animateducated, and usually I come to you with recorded interviews that I've been putting together since 2018. And this whole thing started off as a podcast at a university I taught at that had a radio station, and I would come up with these kind of interviews and do them, and then the school didn't have the bandwidth, and if you hear that, that's a plane flying over. Didn't have the bandwidth to keep any of the past episodes, so I would do these things for a week. They'd play them for a week, and then they just go off. So it's just a learning experience at a university, just learning how to put together a podcast and all that. So I eventually thought, man, I got some interviews here, pretty good. So I thought, well, how can I use these? So what I decided to do is to make a YouTube channel, and I called it Animateducated because I had a blog called Animateducated, and I just thought, that sounds good, and so that's what I did. And I've been doing this, like I said, since 2018. And each year it gets better because, I have more content. I can, talk to people and show that I'm not just some, wacky guy. Although I am a wacky guy. But, I to show that there's some integrity there. And it's not like, we're not going to talk about something dumb or anything like that. I mean, just interested in animation and how people get into the industry, or how they come up with something, or how, just mainly this was just kind of experiment to kind of, have a forum that, some students that I've taught could learn from, because a lot of students don't know certain filmmakers that I grew up with, and people my age grew up with, and it's too bad because it's always like, whatever the latest animated thing is on your phone, that's the top thing. And I don't know, maybe I'm talking like an old person now. I'm like, I remember when I listened to I don't want to be that guy. But anyway, so that's what I decided to do, is to kind of attempt to interview people that, that are well known, but also people that are up and coming and, have something to say, or in animation, and have done things and just are interesting, so that's what I'm trying to do here in this this channel. So I've got some more interviews coming up that I've already interviewed, and now I'm just editing them together and trying to make them, finishing up. Probably in the next week or two, you'll see the next one. The next one will be with a guy named Animateducated and he worked on Over the Moon and The Willoughbys and a few other animated films that are out there. And so he'll talk to us about what he's been doing. And by the way, if you are interested in, this is the first time you've seen this channel, you might want to, go ahead and subscribe if you would. I don't have my little subscribing button here. I'll get it at the end of this unless this gets cut off. I have no idea. This is like on the fly, so we'll see what happens. So here I go. This is, oh boy, that's me. Oh, okay. So this is Animateducated. This is going to be the interview that I'll have up next, so you can check this out. I can play a little bit of this. Let's try this because this is me. Let's see if I got that. Let's see.
A little bit of everything. So I
hear that. I can't hear it.
I used to love watching cartoons and stuff, and one of my favorite movies, like I had almost like this aha moment, is The Lion King. It's absolutely one of my favorite movies. And when I was young, I used to rent VHSs and then go to my aunt's place on the weekend because we didn't have a VHS yet at all. So I'd rent it, go there, and then I would watch it, go to bed, and in the morning I'd watch the movie again, and then my aunt would watch it with me. And when Mufasa dies in that movies, I was just bawling my eyes, and my aunt just said like,
Okay.
It's crazy how
I'm gonna
toys can make you
fade this out right now just to say that this is an interview that's going to be happening in the next couple weeks. I'm going to try to get this done, and that's not what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you something else. It looks like I'm going to have to dig for it now, but basically crazy. But basically, this is it's called Only a Child. It was done by a woman, a girl back, in I don't remember the date, but it's in the '90s, and so she gave a speech, and this is the speech, and they took it and made an animated film out of it, and it's pretty powerful, and it's up for an Academy Award. It's in the short list, so that means that if it does get chosen, a lot of people see it. A lot of Academy members will see it. If they like it, they can vote it in, and it will win an Academy Award. I think it should. It's very powerful, and the music coming up. So let's take a look at Only a Child. Let's see if this is it. Skip ads. Can I skip the ads? Here it is.
I'm only a child, yet I know we are all part of a family. 5 billion strong. In fact, 30 million species strong. And borders and governments will never change that. I'm only a child, yet I know we are all in this together and should act as one single world towards one single goal. In my country, we make so much waste. We buy and throw away, buy and throw away, buy and throw away, and yet northern countries will not share with the needy. Even when we have more than enough, we are afraid to share. We are afraid to let go of some of our wealth.
I want to go into more of this, but I'm afraid I might get knocked down for copyright infringement, which I'm not trying to do. I'm just trying to show you this very interesting film, which I think is very important, especially this time in our lives when we're still trying to. Let me just move over here. Let's see. That's not it. Oh, shoot. Here we go. So, oops. So this is, like I said, this is the film. Whoops. This is the film. Get my screen direction there. This film is pretty powerful. There we go. So when I do this live, this is what it's going to look like. So anyway. I reached out. I saw making of this, and I asked in the chat if they could contact me and see if I could set up an interview. I don't know if that's going to happen. I know they're probably pretty busy, especially if you've got your film in an Academy Award arena. You're not going to be talking to someone like me. You'll probably be looking for bigger places to talk to. But yeah, if I can get a hold of these guys, the filmmakers of this film, and talk about it, I'd love that. I think this will be really cool. Because, like I said, this is a very important film. We are basically, have a time limit on this planet right now. It's sad, and this is what has been happening. And, with COVID and all that, it's kind of made us stop and think about the future more instead of getting used to just going to work and making living and getting jobs and, income and buying things and stuff like that. So, yeah, this is pretty important film, and I'm hoping that more people will get to see this. Definitely go check it out, and I think you'll really enjoy it. So let me I'm gonna stop it here. Anyway, let me see. It's in my earphones right now, and I keep talking about it. But yeah, so this is so that was Only a Child. Check it out. Go on YouTube. You can find it there and watch the whole thing for yourself. And I will show you some other things later on. If I'm going to try to promote this kind of these live kind of streaming things, and hopefully get an audience next time that might be interested in watching it. And I promise I won't go too long. Yeah, and if you've enjoyed this, let's see. I think I can do this. I can say I'm going to put a little bug there that's which you can press to subscribe. And if you would like to look at these, I've got these two videos too, if you're interested. And I'll just sign off for now and say see you next time on Animated Educated.